you so much for coming to our picnic.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're so welcome. And I'm just sorry we couldn't lay on a better spread.
That's perfect.
Is that all you need?
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Shortbread and custard creams.
Great.
Now what's your... and that was artistically put together by me.
Yeah.
And your verdict is... Because, I mean, you are a performance artist, in a way.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Well, you've done the classic In to Leave, haven't you?
Yeah.
The old classic. I would think more three-dimensionally, personally.
Oh, right, okay. No, feel free, because you're the last interview of the day. You can rearrange the biscuits however... Okay.
The tower.
A tower, yeah. And just the one on the top.
If you're really clever, you can get it.
Oh. No, can you? I mean, I'll be impressed if you can do this. I mean, that is incredible. I think we're getting inside your mind somehow.
That's one of the arrangements.
That was amazing.
Yes.
That was amazing. Now, your show, Paul, is it biscuit based in any way? Do they feature?
Well, no, I don't think it's mentioned. There's a lot of things that are not mentioned in the show.
Okay.
I mean, as you know, that the show is called Kenny Larch is Dead.
Kenny Larch is dead, indeed. And Kenny Larch is dead.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But the show is just like all my other shows. The content of the show in no way relates to the title. So Kenny Larch doesn't feature in the show.
No, nowhere.
And we don't know much about him really. We find out nothing about him in the show. Mm-hmm. We do know he's dead, of course. And that's it, really.
And that's the one thing
that's the one thing.
That's the one thing that's certain.
And biscuits are another thing that don't feature in the show.
They don't at all. I mean, are you sorry now? Now you've played with the biscuits. Are you sorry that you overlooked that?
No.
No.
Game. That's another thing that doesn't feature. Any kind of game, whether partridge, pheasant, just doesn't feature in the show. It's just not that sort of show at all.
Okay.
Stonehenge.
Can you tell us anything that does feature in the show?
Well,
or would that be ruining it? I mean, because that can happen. Cause some people like to not give anything away at all.
Yeah, I give nothing away.
Nothing away.
No, in fact.
No.
In fact, I give nothing away even when you've seen the show. A lot of people who have attended my show say that they enjoyed the show, but they have no idea what it was about or what I was even talking about, and then they look to me for answers. Yeah. But I have no answers. I don't know either.
But does that trouble you?
No.
Is that no?
It's a good thing.
Okay.
Also, for some time, I've been working on comedy, which is completely impenetrable to analysis. For example, in my show last year that you saw, a man came and he was doing a Masters of Arts.
Yeah.
In comedy.
Can you do that?
Yeah, like studying it all academically and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he said there were parts of my show that he had no idea why they were funny. I mean, everyone was laughing, including him, but he had no idea why. And sometimes I notice it when you look at the audience, they look at me as if to say, why am I laughing at this? And I look back as if to say, I don't know. So we're all in the dark, performer and audience, all the same. And this year I've gone a step further to almost an entire show which no one has any idea what it's about.
Right, you've taken that extra step.
Yeah, the extra step.
So it's more...
Stonehenge arrangement.
Beautiful. Love it. Although, is there a slight indiscrepancy there? But are you... it's more avant-garde than it was last year, then? You're going totally out there?
Yeah, I suppose so. Although I don't aim to be avant-garde. My aim is just to do whatever interests my mind.
Yeah.
And what has interested my mind this year has been humour that is not analysable.
I mean,
and also very silly things.
Okay.
Very silly this year.
Terribly silly.
Last year was silly, but this year's much sillier.
Uh-huh.
On the silly scale of ratings, it's on the top levels.
I see.
A new arrangement there, Avery.
A3.
No, Avebury.
Avebury.
You know
I
Avebury,
see.
you know, with the stones.
Yeah. No, that is very
Have
good.
you heard of Avebury?
I've heard of Avebury.
Yeah, that's Avebury.
Well, I mean, we're blessed
Yes.
that you've given this to us.
Oh.
I was wondering what the custard cream was doing there.
Well, that was just
another
another part of Avebury.
Okay.
This that's just like over the other side of the bypass sort of thing.
Yeah.
This is a new arrangement which actually ties into the show.
Yeah. Big jumble.
Earthquake aftermath, and that features in the show. That's part
Really?
of the show is about earthquake aftermath.
I see. I mean, because you approach lots of different topics. I was wondering if you
Help,
definitely consider it comedy.
help. That's a clue of part of the show there.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the question?
Are you comedy or are you something else?
Comedy, yes.
You definitely comedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's listed as performance art. Is
Wouldn't
it?
have thought it is.
Yeah, but this is what you're listed as in the Edinburgh Fringe brochure.
Well, that surprises me. I
Well,
thought I'd be in the
the
comedy
website.
section.
Yeah, but I thought maybe you saw it as something more than comedy, or is it exactly
Well, you
comedy?
can't get more than comedy, can you?
Well, you
Comedy
can-
is comedy.
well.
Comedy is funny.
Comedy is funny, but then can't comedy take that extra step to be something else, to be something
I don't know. I mean,
more artistic?
I can't really. Well,
because there's a lot of samey comedy,
yeah.
and there's a lot of different comedy.
I think what I do always falls within the remit of stand-up comedy.
Okay.
Even if I defy many of the conventions and I'm roaming around the audience, standing on people's legs and stuff, it's still stand-up comedy. However, even if it's things when I'm behind a curtain speaking in the dark and things,
Yeah.
it's still stand-up comedy. And I think there's something about it that it's still, however unconventional it becomes. And this year there are parts where I just say all sort of nonsense words
Yeah.
that don't even really make sense, and yet it still feels like stand-up comedy. It's I think it's right on the boundaries, perhaps, of what people might say is stand-up comedy, but it's always stand-up comedy, and I think that's what distinguishes it from performance art,
Okay.
which is a different thing.
Yes.
It's a great thing, but it's slightly different to what I'm doing. I don't
Right.
think I don't think I've got the academic training necessarily to precisely back up what I'm saying and to precisely explain. But
No,
I think,
but that's-
I think I am right that what I do is always within stand-up comedy.
You've explained yourself.
You get other
exactly.
performers who are slightly different, and they're more,
Motives. Yeah.
they're more. It's more like an actor doing something or something like
No,
that.
totally.
And I'm never an actor. I'm always a comedian, a stand-up comedian, however strange it becomes.
Perfect.
And that is, of course, my roots and my training was in the stand-up comedy club circuit. So that is what influences me.
Marvellous. Thank you so much for coming
Not at all.
and making the biscuits something more than biscuits.
Yes.
You've made that into art.
Well, thank you. Then I will finally place this in.
Your show, Kenny Larch is Dead,
Kenny
is
Larch is
at
Dead.
the Underbelly.
Underbelly.
You've got to get
The
it right.
underbelly is
Yeah.
that cow thing. I'm not in a cow.
You're not in a cow.
I'm in a room, which is called the underbelly.
The Underbelly. Is it the deli belly or
The belly dancer.
belly dancer?
Which is
Lovely
in the
room.
main underbelly part.
Mm.
And that's where it is, you see.
Thank
So
you.
7:30.
7:30
In the evening.
in the evening, not in the morning.
No.
That would be ludicrous. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you awfully.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you terribly.
Are you going to stay there now?
Yeah.
This is just it for time now. This is just it.
This is it. This is another arrangement. No, I can't go on. No. That's custard cream desperation.